Um, as a continuation, I've been asked many questions concerning the buyer's remorse in relationship to marriage. This is a very hot topic because many people ask themselves questions when they are in a marriage relationship. First of all, let me say this. Marriage is meant to be permanent. Marriage is not temporary. It is not something, it's not like the way you would buy a car. And then you go home, you didn't like it, then you return it and you take another one. Or you buy a dress and then it is not fitting well, you return it to the shop and say, I want to fit a different one. Marriage, after you say I do, according to the Bible, God expects marriage to be permanent or to be for life. So for as long as you live, you are going to live with that person. So what do you do when you find yourself in that kind of a situation where you have this remorse, where you are feeling like you are shortchanged, you're feeling like I think I would have been better off with somebody else? What do you do? What do you do in such a situation? And this is what I would like to address very briefly. As I said, I'm speaking on very summary points because I don't want to go into details. However, we can always get to interact more deeply on these issues. If you have a question, you can just post your question on the comment line, and then we can actually interact one-on-one in more details. So let's look at the situation of marriage. You find yourself with this person, and you're starting to think that this person is not what I thought. This person is not measuring up the way you are talking with a friend, and then a friend tells you, I think your husband is a bit too old. Did you find somebody younger? And then, what kind of a question is that? And you are already in marriage. That kind of a person is not adding value. So avoid situations where you discuss your partner or your spouse with negative people. People who come to spoil. People who come to add poison in your relationship. Avoid those kind of people. Once you enter, you must decide to go all the way and never to retreat. I remember when we were dating, me and my wife, of course, in a joking way, that time we were just in courtship, she mentioned and said, ujue ukinisubua, mimi nitatoroka, you know. And then I told her, I wish you can change that from your thinking, because what we are entering into is permanent and there is no kutoroka. As for me, I have burnt the bridges. I know I am not expecting all things to be smooth, but I don't have an option of retreat. For me, is to go on and on and on, because this, anytime we face a situation that is difficult, I'll not think of quitting, I'll think of solving the problem. And that is the attitude that every married person should have. Another thing is expectations. I talked about expectations when we were talking about how to avoid buyer's remorse. Sometimes we have too many and too unrealistic expectations. You think that a marriage is a bed of roses. Why? Because you're only thinking about those good things. You're only thinking about, having a nice time with that person you really love, and you think that love will be there forever, and then you think it's going to be highly romantic. You're going to be happy. Everything will be done for you by your wife, and then you enter in this marriage, and you start asking yourself, where is that thing that I was thinking about? Then a disagreement comes in and you think, oh, I didn't expect this. So don't have abnormal expectations. Always know that in marriage there will be thorns. In marriage there will be some issues that will come that will be more difficult, that requires sorting out. So instead of thinking how to quit, think about solving the problem. And that's what I would like to tell the couples, those who are in marriage already, and those who are not, those who are anticipating to get married, those who are looking forward to marriage. Think very hard before you reach that conclusion. always evaluate and know what is likely to come in future, and think in advance when situations present themselves, how will I sort them out? And that is going to help you a lot as you move forward. So thank you very much. I'll be answering these questions as they come. God bless.